So this is what the GUI part of the tool looks like when we first open it. So in this first example, we'll be connecting to a live system and viewing the output. So to do that, I go up here to File, New Connection. I put in the host name of the LPar that I'm going to connect to, the port that I want to connect over, whether to use SSL or non-SSL, as well as my login credentials for the LPar. And then I just hit OK, and then it connects over the socket connection to my LPar. So as you can see now, we're starting to collect data from the LPar, and all of this data that we'll be seeing in this view so far is all of our system-wide collection. So just kind of going around the display here, I'll go over what we're actually looking at. So up on the top here, this table that we're looking at is a list of all the LPARs in the system. We can see whether it's dedicated or shared, how many cores are entitled to each LPAR, how many cores are actually assigned, as well as a view of the utilization from pHype's point of view. I can scroll down here, and you can see that there are a lot of LPARs in the system that we're connected to. I can click on any of these nodes to get a more detailed hardware breakdown. So I'll just click on node 0 for now. And that'll open up a separate tab in my display here, and I get a more detailed breakdown of what's going on within my node. So each of these processor module boxes here correlate with the boxes that we're seeing here in this view. Going back over to my node, so these buses here, as you can see, they're labeled are our WXYZ links that connect our chips within the node. And then there's also links that are shooting off the screen here, and these are our AB links that we were seeing in our previous view that connect between different nodes. From within this view, we can also see our GX utilization, which is I/O traffic, as well as memory controller utilization. So you can see here from this more detailed breakdown, we can get an actual breakdown per individual core on utilization. And I can hover over any of the cores to see, exactly what the utilization is. So if I go back over here to my overall system view, I can actually click on any of the nodes in the system and get that same detailed breakdown. So one of the other really neat features on this view is I can see where my LPAR resources map to my hardware resources. So I can click on any of the cores in this view and see which LPAR that they belong to. We're not able to break down the shared pool into individual LPARs, but we can show exactly which cores are part of the shared pool. So we highlight any cores that are part of the shared pool, and then also highlight all of our shared partitions up here. And if I start clicking on some of my dedicated LPARs, sort my table by dedicated and shared, I can click on my various dedicated resources and see how they map down below. So I can see here that LPAR 1, which uses a green highlighting color, consists of 2 entitled cores, and both of these cores are on processor module 0 on node 2. If I look at LPAR 84, I can see that it has 5 cores that map to processor module number 2 on that same node. And I can get that highlighting by either clicking on the cores down below or on the LPAR in the table. So as you can see here, LPAR 84 also has an LPAR ID on the left hand side. So that means that I can double click on this LPAR, and then it will bring up my LPAR breakdown.